Hello everyone, it's Woodhouse204 here. We are taking a quick look at a new game that appeared yesterday on everybody's wish lists and in everybody's Steam pages. This is Dark Deity. I'm joined by my good friend Gareth here. We're going to take a look at this because he is the expert on Fire Emblem games, because that's what this is. There we go. Hey Gareth, how's it going?
It's going well. I've had Dark Deity quite heavily advertised to me, possibly because I do have like Fire Emblem in a lot of my biog things due to enjoyment purposes. So I've had like a little eye on this on and off for about 3 months. Clearly, being a game this far on, it's much further than 3 months old of advertisement.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what they've taken to do. I've read that it's been very ambitious in some of its execution, its ideas, because I believe it's the group, I don't even know if it's like one guy or more than one guy, has been very ambitious in their scope and range of making this game.
Tell you what, we're going to jump into it, and then as we're playing, we can take a little discussion on what the making of the game entails. So let's begin our new game. Mouse controls, by the way, you might have noticed, which is interesting for a Fire Emblem game. We'll have to see. Oh, we've got difficulties. So, Mortal, for those who prefer to have an easier time with strategy elements. Gold and experience are tuned up, while enemy aptitudes are scaled down. Interesting. Hero. Experience, gold, and aptitudes set to their regular levels, the intended mode of play for most players. And then Deity. For veteran players looking for a high degree of difficulty, gold and experience have been tuned down, while enemy aptitudes are scaled up. Well, obviously we're Deity level players, but for the sake of getting through through things so that we can check things out, I'm going to play hero level.
But you do what you feel it's got to be done. Are you sure you're a hero, John?
I'm not a hero, but you know what? For the sake of the YouTubes, I'm going to be the hero that everybody asks for.
Yeah.
The hero they deserve. That's the way that goes, right?
The hero that they need, not the hero that they wanted.
So I'm kind of surprised, because one of the options whilst we were setting up was voice level. And I kind of expected this to be voiced, but so far it's not.
I imagine it'll be, given the scale of things, I bet you there's a lot of character voicing, but then one of the stretch goals, because this was done via a Kickstarter, is when they got to 17.5 grand, it is expanded voice acting is on there.
Okay.
The next one is campaign customization, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Great. Just not for the narration. Interesting.
Not for the narration yet.
If you need a narrator, I'm right here. It is said that, in the Age of Ascension, the gods walked among mortals, and mortals among the gods. See, I could have done that for you.
Yep. My rates are very competitive.
Oh, yes. That a great empire spread itself thin across the known world, conquering land after land with its superior technology and magic.
Both technology and magic.
Indeed. That the people of Terrazale came together in peace. Little is left from that time, swept away in a deadly cataclysm known as the Calamity. If I had some echo going on back then, I would have used
a little bit of reverb just to...
Thousands of years later, all that remains of life before the Calamity are the ancient temples to the gods and the divine artifacts contained therein.
Do you know who they need? They need the Vandal Hearts voiceover guy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes.
He would be, for this, absolutely stunning.
Yes. It is the year 1105 in the Imperial calendar.
I'm enjoying that there is a continent called Harmon, and then underneath I could imagine someone in a very Northern England accent going, "Me lover." That's more Dorset than Lancashire, but
yeah.
Right there, my lover.
Anyway, back on track, Gareth.
The Kingdom of
Delia lies in the heart of Ettlin, the nation that has long thrived off continental trade and lush farmlands. Sounds a lot like England, really. Though peace has reigned over 25 years, Delia's king now sets his eyes on an enemy of his own construction. That is quite a throne. Oh my god. That's like a Mr. Burns level of like authority chair, isn't it?
That is definitely like the I'm in charge.
Yeah.
I've got everything going for me. I've got the gold, I've got the monsters, I've got the shine.
Kneel before Zod.
Dominance going on.
Okay, your computer.
I'm just
your computer cacked out just then.
All right.
So.
I was just saying, like, there was the full like domination spread from like the imagery of the throne, the imagery of the gold, the way the guy sat with the splayed mansplation legs.
Yeah, he's definitely in charge, isn't he?
Yeah.
King Varric Val Distar assumed the throne a decade ago, on the day his father, Fasil, was assassinated by unknown parties. I have an idea who assassinated him.
Is it this guy at the front?
It's this guy. No, I think it's this guy on the throne.
Right. I mean, also the guy, King Varric, Val is German for dark, or veil.
Sure.
And then his last name's Disaster, so he's called King Varric Dark Disaster.
Yeah, so he's a bit of an edgelord, is what he does.
Yeah.
To this day, Varric is convinced that the assassins were sent by the Amoran royal family.
A moron royal family.
To this day, it remains unproven.
Are we from the Amorans?
Maybe. Following a minor border dispute that normally would reach resolution painlessly, King Varric resolved to attain his revenge. A good excuse.
Mm-hmm.
After sending a covert Delian force to burn the Amoran city of Alaris to the ground, Varric and his thirst for revenge have plunged his kingdom into a war it is ill prepared for. Sorry, go on.
It feels like the King Ashnard plotline from Path of Radiance. But the one land who it's like, oh, they've been our allies for ages. No, you've done something wrong to me, so I'm going to come across in my dragon and murder a load of you.
Pressed for more troops, King Varric must make hard decisions. He looks now to Brookstead, the site of Delhi's most prestigious officer academy. Each year, its graduating class bolsters Delia's forces, a pact and tradition that has lasted a millennium. The young king believes the solution to his troop issues lies in a new path. He intends to recruit not only the graduate year, but every student currently enrolled.
More fighters, please.
Yeah. In quiet Brookstead, students have worked hard all year to stand out among their peers. The Academy trials provide an opportunity to advance in the class rank or fall behind. For many, it is the most important day of the year. Though the trials can be stressful, many agree that a life of training with such clear goals is simple, enjoyable even.
I miss clear goals.
Yeah, quite you. Come tomorrow, they will find that life may never be so simple again. Chapter 1. Journey afoot.
There's nothing foreboding about those statues at all.
Okay, I'm immediately given a save slot. That's good.
Can we die in the prologue?
Possibly. Where's the voice acting, Gareth?
I don't know.
I was expecting voice acting.
Yeah.
What do you think Gallon's got brewed up for the trials this year?
Am I being the smug archer this time?
You can be Garrick.
Okay.
You like
know what I'm
Space
thinking?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's tailored to make our lives difficult.
What?
Oh.
There you go. What?
Okay, so slight voice acting.
It's like the Fire Emblem Awakening voice acting, where you read the text, but occasionally it's like just flavor voices.
Yeah. You'd think he'd do that just to punish us for choosing Alden.
I was up at the crack of dawn hearing, "No son of mine should jeopardize a mission for sentiment." Wow, am I the dad in this situation? Because that's maybe how I am with my son's football training.
Well, we couldn't pick Marin without Alden. That was the deal. I think he just can't stomach the thought that his pride and joy might fail.
His pride and joy is standing right in front of me.
Ha! Either way, I'm right. Besides, Alden is talented, even if your father doesn't see it.
Right.
Why don't you try convincing the Swordmaster that a 14-year-old who can't lift a training staff can best an 18-year-old graduate?
There's a reason he doesn't teach conjuring. Your dad wouldn't trust a mage as far as he could throw him.
Now that you mention it, I wonder how far he could actually throw Alden. I'd wager he could put a good toss on that tyke. Or on the tyke.
Go on, Gareth, you voice all the women in this.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. How are you boys feeling about the big day?
Don't worry.
I hate you so much.
I'm confident we'll pass. We certainly put in the training.
Yep.
Of course we'll pass, but I want to break Sterling's record.
Cool. Cool the forge there, little man.
Aw, come on.
But I'm the best on the best team of any first year.
I think what Alden is trying to say is that he really appreciates being on the team.
Good. Now I'm going to need you to focus that appreciation. Oh my god. Alden, wow. Guys, it's good line reading. Now I'm going to need you to focus that appreciation, Alden. There's a lot at stake for your sister. Right! If we win, I won't have anything to worry about when Marin leaves for the army, because I know she's ready. Good.
Great.
Well, there goes the mood.
Pace yourself.
Promise you'll focus today and give it everything you've got, okay?
Yep.
Promise! Let's get going. Can't miss the trials standing around for a chat.
If Father doesn't kill me, being stuck on a team with Alden just might.
You really are the dad of this team, aren't you? Oh, here we go.
There I am.
Oh. Sorry, I thought it was the same character, but it's his dad, isn't it?
It is
Galen.
the dad.
Yeah. You know the rules. All non-lethal strategies to defeat your opponents are fair game. Defeat the leader of this regiment to complete the trials. You all recognize him.
It's me.
Yeah. We're prepared for this, Alden. Garrick, stay close behind.
It'll be alright.
Sorry. If you take any hits, I'm ready to patch you up.
Healer on board.
No fair.
Can we go already? And so the trials begin. With such style and grace, I might add.
I love his little character stance where it's just dramatically sword in the grass.
Oh, yeah.
Just dripping with the sincerity today, aren't we, Dad?
Game? Oh, okay. I was worried
It's loading.
Yeah. I was worried it had broken.
It's your turn to suffer my pains.
Yes. Objective. Proceed through the Brookstead trials by defeating Sterling and his allies. He looks like a caster to me. Indeed he is. So a left click gets to see his attack range. Can we...
He's got Arcane Blast.
Can we... oh, okay, so moving around the map is done on keyboard.
Yep.
Units?
And then
that's not him.
There is a...
What?
No.
Can I get off this? Okay. Back?
Back. There's a guy to the far right who I imagine is... There we go. Sterling.
Blade Dancer.
Phrasing. His name's Sterling.
Yeah.
Is that how you want to get ants? Because that's how you get ants.
Okay, so we got... Alright, these guys aren't doing anything on their turn, so we just got these two guys to deal with. So, we left click, we move... Oh, we can push. Interesting,
yep.
Okay.
That's a Fire Emblem thing.
Yeah. Well, it was originally a Final Fantasy Tactics thing.
Yeah. I also remember randomly using it in things like Vandal Hearts as well. I actually quite like the art style for the the sprite work on the map.
Yeah, I like it too. It kind of reminds me of Advance Wars.
Yeah, it's very Game Boy Advanced era stuff. Whereas like the overlay menu, which is giving us like the hit rates and how much damage everyone's going to take, is more like the Fire Emblem Awaken. Yeah. Is
right,
it like on the DS? The
let's
DS.
See what this looks like. Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
And it's also using like the Fire Emblem weapon thing. So like the weapon class we've got is class E.
Yeah.
I don't know how we go into the units menu, having never played this, but I'm liking the art style.
So do we? Oh, okay. We can scroll through with the keyboard.
Yeah.
I like how the armor class is just visualized there as well.
Yeah.
I
quite like. Have you seen the skills section where they've got like job titles, which makes me feel
oh no,
spicy meatball.
You don't say it like that though. Come on, Gareth, you've seen
spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
But yeah, I wonder if the skills thing reminds me of like the Tales of Symphonia or the Tales of games where your characters get depending on what happens, like level up, and sometimes things are scenario based, and they get like different titles, which makes them like more aggressive or faster or better at defense, or they team up better. So there you go. So what was it? Allies within how many squares? 5 squares. What's slumbering strength?
Natural leader. Oh. Allies within 2 tiles gain 5 XP when Irving defeats an enemy. So crits deal more damage. Good for an archer. Healed for 40% of any heal given. That seems very good for a healer. Can't get less than 4 stats when leveling. Wow. So is he like the super sort of like...
He's like the recruit class, isn't he, from Fire Emblem? A little bit like Naren in Tear Ring Saga, when we were like, well, he's going to be broken eventually.
Yeah, that's a series we're doing, by the way, on YouTube. If you want to check that out, please do so.
If you like Fire Emblem stuff...
Yeah, we're checking that out. That's a game that never came to the West.
Don't spill.
I don't spill your baked beans. It's a good point.
Don't spill your beans.
Okay, so let's try Gareth out.
The thing I'm finding interesting is an awful lot. Can we right-click or something to see what it says?
No.
Because I wonder if haste is like, as I was trying to explain in Tear Ring Saga, one of the Red Knights, Kieran. Is it from... Ooh.
Damn.
From...
Did you see the little heart thing?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we can...
Finish him off.
Go there.
You clicked attack and he... Oh, is it actually just... Cool. He's got Eldritch Blast. I mean Arcane Blast.
So we can use... I can change what abilities he uses.
Attack.
Wow, he has lots of different ones, actually.
Yeah. Is there like a magic MP bar or something?
Shift.
Or
info. I'm pressing shift. Gareth, I'm pressing shift.
Is it maybe because you're already in the attack screen?
There we go.
Yeah. HP magic 8.
So power, right? So how do we know how much each of these costs to cast? Or are these
is it? We're just guessing.
I guess
let's do the thing and let's learn from doing.
Yeah. I kind of want to know what phase does, but whatever.
I was trying to see in the numbers if anything changed.
It's kind of odd how, like, as soon as the animation finishes, the music changes back to the
overworld music.
Yeah, it's kind of jarring a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, is that just like some quality of life improvements that could be like maybe patched in?
Yeah.
I mean, some of the animation, like even the banners on the tower and stuff, given the way some of the games have been of the era he's replicating, wouldn't have done that. They would have just been still artworks. Shoot him in the face.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim. I quite like the little...
Yeah, that was Alden, I'm guessing. Like, he was pretty impressed with Garrick's display there.
It wasn't in a bush. I mean, are we just waiting for them? Because there's no point in sending, like, a child to die.
So what does phase do?
It'd be nice if maybe the shift button allowed...
Phase the target to the appropriate tile. Okay, can we just, like, put him over here? Tell you what, let's put it...
There's not a range, is there? So we can pick him, or is it like the swap position thing?
Have fun.
Okay, so we can phase him 1 square ahead.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit like the Dancer's double move from the older FE games.
Oh, yeah.
But sort of like with a weird limitation. Like, are we actually gaining XP from that as well? I'm curious.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Like, the issue we've got now is, yeah, it's great. Are we just going to overlap Malin to the top? Because otherwise, isn't Irving just going to be A, pretty punched, and B, pretty strong?
Yeah. What's he?
Yeah.
He's the main character.
Are you sure?
I don't see why that's a problem.
Okay.
So I'm assuming there's some sort of like
This should be fun.
there's some sort of like elements going on, because otherwise there won't be a point of him having all these different spells.
I mean, the fact that he seems to have a lot of variety early on seems quite strong as well.
That was a heavy sounding thud there.
Yeah. But is it as good as the Shining Force one? Everyone hits people with some kind of taser baton.
Yeah, some like low grade explosion noise.
This is all the money we had for in the department. So just be careful you don't get the main character beaten to death. So one of the things that I was reading when we were loading this up, and John might get upset at me for saying this, is this game, unlike Fire Emblem, doesn't have permadeath.
Right.
But it has a wounds system. So, like, depending on the type of damage that you took, which maybe goes back to your element point, like, enables the kind of wound that your character suffers. So, I'm assuming, like, maybe if they take burn damage, you could, if he's the only guy there, you could maybe push him up 1, like, moving forward, rather than...
Or just like there.
Yeah. Because you're going to get to a point where everyone's just going to be really behind on the map.
I find it interesting that he has
everyone's
like
got
5
everything.
different bows available to
I've got a lot of ways to shoot you in the face. Is he Hawkeye? Just with like all the various trick arrows. Now, are you going to see if she can hit him for 2?
Oh, you know what? That had never actually occurred to me. I was just going to have her like heal. But yeah, we can do that.
She's going to hit him for 1? Oh no, it says he's going to go from 1 to 0 if she attacks.
So she's got lots of different abilities.
Yeah. And they all seem to have like a different logo on it, so it definitely gives you an idea of... So see, that was like the vial for his health sort of crunched down, so I imagine that he's got some kind of like broken bone style injury.
I'll take point.
Yeah.
You know, like...
I mean, that would make sense considering the type of damage used to kill him.
Like, it's like D&D, isn't it? Where you've got like slashing damage, piercing damage. So I'm assuming like different armor types maybe have different...
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Are you going to see how far the archer can go, or...?
No, I'll do that.
Because I get the feeling that the small child in a big hat.
So if anyone's watching this and they haven't seen any of our stuff before, I turtle and Gareth is very much not a turtle.
Yeah, as we proved the other night.
Yes.
And thankfully the old 1992, 1991 Shining Force AI just occasionally falls down.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Remember, he got hit last term, and the guy can shoot him back.
Yeah, it's fine. There's no permadeath anyway, Gareth. There's no reason to be upset.
And he did a dodge.
Yeah, it's all good.
And he hit him again. This is the kind of thing we like to see. Onwards to victory. Victory's assured.
Okay. I wouldn't put it that way, but yeah.
How did you do
that? Who was that shouting? Do you reckon that's Malin?
Alden?
The kid.
Damn it, I should have checked if Irvin had like a different
Lead the way.
weapon.
Yeah. But instead, good old lucky sword.
She's going to use her pickaxe. Is she mining as well? Like,
Yeah.
Is she crypto mining, Gareth?
Yeah, I was just about to say, is this a Bitcoin bit thing? And like fire, and like a.
I noticed that the actual like weapon she carried didn't change though.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I get if I was in the position of the game dev, this looks like quite slick at the moment, and I think some of the improvements. I think he's open to, from what I've had a look at on Reddit. He has a post up there, or they have a post up there, and they are still looking for feedback and being like, tell us what what you think, and if there's any quality of life things. One of the things on the Kickstarter is when they reach $20,000, is that they were going to do, and Koromon do this as well. Hang on, who's
little brother? Certainly, you don't think you can take me on. Sterling,
you managed to say the word. You didn't say brother in the correct voice.
Brother. Is that better?
There we go. That's much better.
Okay.
Lead the way.
But like Koromon and a lot of indie games at the moment, they're adding a lot of things that people have added into things like Pokemon and Shining Force mods, like randomizers, and they're making it so like you can have 0% aptitude, so like your characters don't get the level up experience or have the benefits of doing anything, so they've got to start from the bottom and work up the skill tree. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on there. And I think, like, as I know from Koromon, they are doing a very similar thing, where they've put like the randomizer in and put like the new game plus with like increased level up abilities and stuff like that. Can we kill this guy with just one shot?
Well,
I mean, using Arcane Blast as well gives us. We'll be leveling up his the E at the bottom the more we use it. So everything he's got to E.
I just find it interesting that like it doesn't take into effect the fact that we're going to hit for 10, which is going to kill him, but it's still on the screen that shows you how much damage and everything that they'll take. It still shows him taking counter damage, which shouldn't happen.
Yeah. Because of the range.
No, he shouldn't be taking counter damage because he's going to kill him.
Yeah, but he could miss.
It was 100%.
It's only. It was 99%, was it? So if it's like the Fire Emblem...
Okay, alright, yeah, I'll give that a pass.
Like the Fire Emblem one, the 100%, you only get 100% because the rolls from Fire Emblem go from 0 to 100. So if you've got 100, it's impossible to miss.
Are you sure?
Whereas if you've got 99 and it rolls 100, you miss. I think it's that way around. I'm sure someone in comments will correct me. But that's the RNGesus thing is basically like a D100 roll. Are we going to attack the little guys, or are we just going to kill the boss?
Nah, we're going to do this.
Shoot him again? Oh, I didn't shoot him again. Oh, wait a second. There was a little heart going on.
Yeah, did you not notice that before?
I didn't spot that before, no. So I wonder if the sport conversation's going to be available, or... He's got lots of swords.
He has lots of swords, but no way to instantly take this guy down, which is annoying. He's going to take some damage.
Yeah.
He's not going to take
damage. Or is he? But it looked like that sword was going to grant him a double attack as well.
My sword grows lighter with every swing.
Okay.
Does it? Have you got a sword that's like slowly like turning into the air?
No.
Like
do we think we can kill this guy? Yes, we can. Okay. One thing I haven't seen though is, do the items, the spells have a set limit?
Yeah, I was looking for that in the classic Fire Emblem. Don't stick her there because he could just kill her.
No, because his movement seems to be only that.
So we got to go to him, do we?
Yeah.
We've got you.
So she healed him with the pickaxe, or
I guess.
Clunk.
I'm gonna lightly heal you. We don't do that first. That's
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
Are we taking damage back?
No,
we're fine.
So I'm gonna do less damage, but make sure that I hit him.
Yeah. I do like the sword dancer sprite.
Proudly meeting expectations.
There you go. That's how he should sound.
This all sounds like.
Let's do it.
This all looks and sounds pretty cool. Like, I've got no real complaints at all.
So you're not gonna kill him with his brother?
I mean, I probably should somehow.
Yeah. I imagine if he's gone for the Fire Emblem vibes, we should get some like dialogue.
Let's find out.
And you know, redhead on redhead action. You usually pay extra for that. Gained 1 tier token.
Yeah.
Not in the kind of tiers that I had the other night.
We are
Just
unstoppable.
Guys, we're unstoppable.
and there's an MVP token. I love an MVP token. Do you like an MVP token, John?
Yes, I do, Gareth.
You do.
Okay, so we've got stats. Let's move on. Let's progress the story. So am I right in saying that this is like a fully released version? This is a full campaign? There's no like...
This is a full game, yeah.
Yeah? There's no beta
when they reach... No. When they reach $45,000 in their Kickstarter campaign, they have put villain side stories as an available quest.
Ooh, okay.
So, would you like me to quickly do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 modes? One of them seems somewhat
Wait, there's game
fan
modes?
servicey. Well, there's stretch goals, should I say, not game modes.
Oh, okay.
So you've got like story illustrations, which will be what we're looking at now, rather than it just be like a background and heads. Expanded voice acting, so there were probably just like the main characters had like their little clips and stuff in battle previously. Campaign customization, which includes a randomizer, 0% aptitudes mode, the Ravine recruitment, whatever that becomes. The lore journal, so I'm assuming we get some kind of like background story thing as we're building along. Or like some character interlinking. Or the lore journal could be this game's version of support. Character side stories, which will be definitely the support dialogues.
Yeah.
Beach mode.
Ah. Okay.
Which I feels very much
Swimsuits.
like... Yeah. But I wonder if it's going to be like the Shining Force remake, where it was just the women got swimsuits,
That
and
is
all the
sexist.
dudes was... Yeah,
so Valkyria Chronicles 4 did that, but the men got into their swimsuits too. So as fan servicey and like weird that it is that people like, you know, there was missions where there was people running around in practically nothing with guns and tanks, Gareth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, oh yeah. Can you imagine getting into a tank with just a swimming trunks on? Like,
I mean,
you put one false move and you... That's a bad way to go.
I mean, also, is it going to be a little bit like the Pro ZD thing when he's on about, you know, like the best items? Like, are there different swimsuits with different armor abilities?
I
like,
think
you know,
were. I think
the floral one piece.
There were more skimpy swimsuits on offer, but you had to complete the missions first to get them.
Did you was it like Diablo? The smaller your armor got, the better your armor class was.
Yes, I think that's exactly what it was. Anyway, back to the game we're actually playing today. So, not bad, little brother! You and your friends put up quite a fight. I'm glad to hear it. By Vosh, you've all grown. That was quite the thrill. Oh, hang on.
You were Galen as well.
It's me. Is a thrill indeed.
Let me just fold my arms and enjoy this.
Now it's your
surprise. Yeah, surprised, father.
Well done.
Congratulations, son. All of you should be very proud of what you've accomplished today. You especially, Marin.
You really think so?
Thank you, Master Galen. I set so many fires and I beat a man with a pickaxe.
And now that you've had your thrill, Commander, I believe some kind of explanation is in order. Of course, as I promised, friends, if you'll excuse me. Forgive me if I've hardened in my years, Sterling, but I don't expect this as a nostalgic visit. Unfortunately not, sir. You were never came... Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, just here to stab my brother and leave.
Yeah. You were never one to live in the past, always onwards and upwards. Tell me, how goes the war effort? At the moment, our prospects are grim. In fact, that's what brings me here.
Fresh meat, please.
Oh, I clicked.
Oh no!
Sorry. I see. Come to size up our latest graduates? Not quite. The king plans to recruit the entire academy.
Get in the bus.
You would think you'd be slightly more surprised by that, but okay.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
There's no finer school to supply your ranks. Though I hope to see the war's end well before our youngest graduate. Actually, I'm afraid he wants them now, sir. All of them. Is that so? Well, I didn't think he had the gall. Tell me, Commander, what plans does our king have in mind for the initiates? Perhaps 4 together could load a catapult?
What, into the catapult?
Yeah.
Or, like, put the thing into a catapult?
I wish I could say.
So many younglings.
Oh, God. Always a man of duty. The king is foolish to sever the pact. His father would not have heard of it. Faisal was a good man. With all due respect, sir, what better way to avenge his father than to join the ranks of those bringing justice to Aramor? Aramor? Yeah. Guard your suspicions, Commander, and do not speak so eagerly of war. If the king wishes it, he shall have his soldiers. I only hope you, of all people, understand the gravity of this decision. All too well. Oh, that was him in front of the king, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 2, Desperate Defense, and we save.
There he is again.
Yep.
Sterling.
Big
in front
chair.
of Varric.
There's
That's a lot of generic recruits.
It really is, isn't it? I wonder which ones we are. This graduating class is one of the finest cohorts I've had the pleasure of teaching in my decade as headmaster. At every opportunity, you have shown the resolve and dedication that allows Brookstead to endure, and I have every confidence that the classes to follow would do the same.
Listen up.
Is there any target masters? Just headmasters? No?
Good pull there, Gareth.
You're welcome.
I regret that I must conclude this graduation ceremony with grim news. We've received orders from King Varric himself. Every student enrolled at Brookstead Academy is to be conscripted into the Delian army, effective immediately.
Is that Sterling and his cohorts at the top right as well?
Probably, yeah. Did you notice that the main character's left-handed, by the way?
He's sinister, is he?
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I understand that for most of you, graduation felt a lifetime away. I stood where you did once. I know how you must feel. At the conclusion of this speech, you will all be graduates of Brookstead Academy. Outside these walls, you will be expected to exemplify our honor and our code.
Yet most of the guys look like they may be dabble in the rogue class with those headbands.
Yeah. Life takes much from us, yet Brookstead still stands. You will have each other to lean on, and I cannot stress enough how important it will be to do so.
Be careful when leaning on a cohort. They might have the sword drawn.
I'm told you have 3 hours to prepare. Let Terrazale know that there is nothing that can stain the legacy of our town.
Except our blood.
Not quite the homecoming you imagined, I take it.
How is this fair?
How could the king do this?
Gabe. Easily, it would seem. He cares not for convention, regardless of its legacy or importance.
It seems he'll stop at nothing to avenge his father.
Father!
Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce Lincoln and Bianca. They are the leaders of this conscription tour, as well as good friends.
Nice to meet you. Sterling's told us a lot about all of you. You're welcome, John.
Yeah.
I knew you were waiting.
Yeah, I was. I thought you occupied the highest military rank in Dahlia. Why wouldn't you be heading the operation?
Too important. Highest ranking military official. Too important.
There you go. Yeah. I must return to Soja. I only came because if the king had sent anyone else, Galen might have beheaded them.
It was a rather sharp piece of mango, wasn't it, sir?
You didn't come to see us?
No.
No, like that very curt response.
No.
No.
It's wonderful to see you, but I'm not afforded such luxuries in war.
But what about lunchtime?
You're leaving then? I'm afraid so. I'll see you when you arrive in Soja. I can make excuses there to take a few hours off. Ill news aside, I'm glad you came. I can't put to words how much even this flawed trip meant to me. I really should be going, but you can trust Bianca and Lincoln with everything. And Irving, be sure to see Mother before you go.
Yes.
I will. See you in Soja. It kind of feels a little bit weird having the loading screens and then like big shifts to different locations. Like modern games don't really do that anymore, do they? They sort of like have a transition, sort of a way to transition between scenes a little better than that. But I mean, that's a nitpicky thing to say.
Yeah.
Also, another woman for you to voice.
Irving, I'm glad you're home. How did the trials go?
We did quite well. Sterling was there, actually.
I stabbed him.
Was he? And too busy to stop by and say hello to his mother, I imagine.
His mother looks way too young, by the way. I'm just going to say that there.
Yeah. Is this like Aunt May in the Spider-Man movies now? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too young.
In fairness, he wasn't there for long. And not with great news either. Mother, I
know.
Oh, I know. Varrics recruited the academy.
What? How did you find out already?
Word spreads fast in a place like this. I heard it from the town crier on the way back from the market.
World is doomed! Clink, 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 clink.
Your children are dead! Your children are dead! Going to war with some strangers! Your children are dead! That's more like a really bad football chant than a town crier, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, well, then I guess you know I'll be leaving.
Irving.
Oh, Irving. I've already given one of my sons to Varric's War. Is it ever enough?
Why is she smiling?
So many younglings.
Yeah.
You're going to protect the younglings, right? You're going to protect the younglings, right?
We knew this day would come when I entered the academy.
Of course, but not so soon. Well, I suppose it's never easy. You must take care of yourself on the road. And your friends.
Don't worry.
I'll be fine, Mother. With all the effort the King's putting into the war, it'll be over before you know it. And I'll be right back in Brookstead.
Throwing so many people into those cannons. So many people.
Yeah. Because this game is like 3 battles tops. That's what this game is. It's going to be real short.
Yeah. In no way, with 30 characters to recruit, is there going to be anything more than that. We're just going to get all of them like piled in. It's going to be like the last 3 episodes of Transformers Generation 3. It's like, here's like 30 characters, just throw them in a big fight and give them names.
War is so rarely so simple in my experience. But I hope you're right.
You're really pulling the Transformers card tonight, aren't you?
I've been watching it. That's why.
I'll miss you terribly, you know?
I know. I'll miss you too. Well, I'll grab my things.
Not a very good archer if he's missing stuff.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Right before you go, let me prepare some provisions for you. I'll leave them on the kitchen table. Oh, and don't forget your running shoes.
Wait,
is that really like what? What?
Running shoes? He's got like a pair of Air Jordans or something.
It's 11:47, and the exploitation of children to make Air Jordans has already begun.
Yeah. After passing the Brookstead trials, a day of celebration becomes one of separation for many. Having expected to graduate in due time, the Academy students now must quickly say goodbye to their families. Sterling heads back to Soja, leaving the contingent in the care of Lincoln and Bianca. The contingent heads for Duskwater, a backwater town to the southeast. Lincoln,
I want water to become canon somewhere in this world.
Lincoln hopes to fill the rest of their recruiting quota there. So that's not enough, apparently. We've got to find more people.
How do you feel about this loading screen of the planet Earth with stuff on it?
Interesting.
Yeah. Good man. Your service to the crown will bring your family honor. Now it would seem our charter requires 2 more brave souls. Come, good people, your king has called. Who will answer?
Oh no, it's town person B, Gareth.
Do you want me to be town person A in this scenario?
I've got 4 mouths to feed. Aaron's not
like
old enough to look after them after the farm.
My leg's not what it used to be. Though I suppose I have a few good years left in me. That would be Villager B so much like, yeah. I'm old, but yeah, I'll fight you.
Oh, I wonder if she's a main character, Gareth.
I mean, looking at the 12 people in front of us, and 3 of them are not generic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it because I'm the CIA now as well?
Yes.
Open up, CIA. Should I do it, Eli? I'd wager I'd look good with a big old hammer.
Choose your next words carefully, Seer. You have a good life here.
Willing service brings more honor than forced conscription. I pray it doesn't come to that. Oh wow, Lincoln's a badass. Lincoln's like the guy who just gets stuff done, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but it makes it sound like this is Starship Troopers. Like, you know, service gains, what is it? How does that go again? Like, it's been so many years. Like, service...
I've never watched Starship Troopers.
Moving swiftly on. Flipping out. Okay.
Fine by me.
Don't know much about honor, but I can smell adventure when I see it. Sign me up, Captain.
And I with her.
Fortune favors us today. I thank you both for your courage.
Just one catch. I gotta swing by the tavern and let the matron know I'll be taking a long vacation. Wouldn't want her to find out the hard way she's out of her favorite barmaid.
Right away.
Of course she's a barmaid.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Leopard print top. Bustier. Very well. Irvin, take your friends and company our newest recruits to the tavern. Bianca and I will finish up here. Secure what provisions you can. We've a long road ahead of us.
Yes, sir.
They moved fast.
They didn't like change direction when they did that either.
They didn't change direction, the legs didn't move.
Nope. That's fine. This is an indie game. Come on.
Just gotta grab my things from upstairs. Be down before you can say, you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Ha, alright. You prefer to travel light?
Perhaps.
Excessive equipment is an occupational hazard. Name's Elias, by the way. The 2 of you get a lot of goods signing up like you did. The 2 of us. Right. Try overwhelming bravado and a lack of brains from my impressionable friend. I would never let her do this sort of thing alone.
No kidding.
To be honest with you, Elias, it sounds like anyone would have an impossible time trying to stop her. I wish that weren't true. You've never met a barmaid so bullheaded.
Oh, I think I have.
Bandits in the streets! They're headed for the inn!
Thanks, Ringo.
I could go more Ringo than that, but never mind.
This is the threat that you keep making.
Yes. Black Abyss, we just left home and we're already in the thick of it. Where is that new recruit?
I said I'd be ready.
To arms!
Good. Prepare yourselves. Looks like we'll see combat sooner than we thought. We'll have to hold out until Lincoln and Bianca can get to us.
Do you think Sia is meant to be kind of like a Harley Quinn-like character? Personality-wise.
Yeah, maybe. Kind of like
it's the...
I see her as more like the Tanaka's sister from Haikyuu.
Oh, yeah. Psycho.
Yeah. Okay, defend the Duskwater Inn for 7 turns until Lincoln and Bianca arrive with reinforcements. Okay. I mean, different game style, like with different objectives.
I quite like the embers, especially on the top screen. If you go to the top of the tavern and it sort of flickers over the frame.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about the frame as well?
It's
I love a frame. if people have seen my streams, I love a frame, but I mean, it's definitely a style choice that is interesting.
I mean, it's less realistic and more kind of like storybook-ish.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, we've got some bandits.
Some banditos.
Yeah, with a longbow. That's interesting.
Is a witch hunter.
Sure.
Burn the witch. Burn the witch!
We don't know anything about him, but okay, sure.
What about the guy to the bottom right?
Oh, Fel. Ah, he has Arcane Blast +1. And he has some hot bean juice. Just for you, Gareth.
You here for the hot beans? They're juicy.
Fel and Jax, who both share the same face.
Jax, Fel. They have the same face.
They do.
Oh, do you know they're in it? That is the least barbarian-y looking barbarian.
Yeah.
In his fine robes.
Yeah. This barbarian gets a bit chilly.
Yeah. Not just the loincloth and the inevitable Schwarzenegger yelling.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you with the chopper. John will do it so much better than me. They're committed so much more.
That's what I'm always telling you, Gareth. If you're gonna do like voices like that, you've got to commit to it. I'll do it later.
Yeah. I know it's coming. So, John, this sounds like a U strategy match. So, what is she? Oh, look at that, John. She's a rogue. And she's got an interesting necklace, brooch, piece of jewelry. Oh, it's the mouse. It's the mouse. I just realised.
This is a mouse.
It just looked like, I was like...
You use it to click things. I don't know
nah,
if
you'll never catch on.
I thought you were talking about this open collar for a jacket. But I mean...
Which also has like a dog's collar on it.
Yeah, that's a choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what happens in the bar stays in the bar.
Yes.
So she does rogue stuff.
She does rogue stuff, but I always assume like rogues would be like ranged characters or slightly ranged characters.
They sometimes have like throwing knives.
Yeah.
I think that's what that's implying above her armor.
All right, well let's get down to it. Let's try and kill some dudes.
And also, she can probably steal stuff off people, and sometimes they have like the pass-through abilities and stuff. Pew pew.
Pew pew indeed.
Light from my sleevings. Stab him straight in the face.
What's
chain? Is this lock targeting?
I see.
Yeah.
I pressed the escape too many times. My bad.
I reckon we just show him our good friend stab him.
It's not gonna work. I want to... Oh my gosh. Sorry.
He's... I thought that she's got a thing called the Base Lord. Oh, disarm?
Yeah. So let me try.
So that's. I wonder if she disarms people, she actually takes their inventory.
Removing weapon bonuses.
Nah. I'm sure there's a point where that's really, really good.
I mean, if she could do it against boss characters, sure.
Yeah.
I doubt she can though.
I mean, we can. There's one way of finding out.
There we go. Ex Bandito.
Yep.
My sword
and sweet
goes
levels
with
up.
every swing.
I wonder if one of the things that they'll do later is like the level ups, maybe like Fire Emblem Awakening, and get 2 or 3 voice lines.
I asked it to attack this guy, and that's the position it chose for me.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
This should be fun.
I'm enjoying how everyone looks like, all the villains look like Choji from Naruto.
Grant +1 move for 1 turn. Okay. So that's... Oh my god. I will get used to this. I hope.
How do you feel about it not having like joypad control options?
It does. It does have joypad control options. I just chose not to use them.
And in hindsight?
I feel like maybe that was a mistake.
Yeah. I'm wondering if, talking about mistakes, leaving a small boy in a big hat to get shot by archers was a solid move.
It'll be fine.
That's a cool attack.
Yeah.
What'll it be?
All I can think of is, have you ever watched the Pranked with Seth Green in it? And they do like the open up FBI thing, and a guy like jump flips through his window and stuff with a machine gun. And Seth Green spends the whole time just like, sure, whatever. And it's like, why aren't you even like slightly shocked? And it's like, I don't think fully trained soldiers will come running in. Why are you trying to stab him to fully trained soldiers with a machine gun would like do the Hollywood action roll through the window?
Yeah. Also, that's so we got 1 tier token for that. I wonder if that's anything to
like
do
a
with
level
like,
up mechanic.
Well, no, not just that, but
Ow!
oh dear.
I guess my shift is over.
Okay,
Concussed.
fun.
Yeah.
Concussed magic reduced by 0. So we lost the character, Gareth.
Well, she's dead.
Yeah. Normally she would be.
Yeah, but in this game she's not.
Not
so
so much.
apparently some of the wound stuff I think can actually be healed by resting. So let me see if I can pull anything up. So here it says classes. Dark Deity approaches its class system with customization as the prime directive. Every character has a slew of directions that you can take them, with a branching class system that rewards experimentation. With 3 tiers of class, your skills and stats from the first and second tiers carry on to the 3rd tier class, allowing a wide variety of late game playstyles. In combination with the varied class character aptitudes, the weapon upgrade system, and the eternal aspect, our class system allows units to grow in countless different ways according to player choice, like letting them die. Grave wounds, here we go. Permadeath is an industry staple and something that SRPGs have thrived on for many years. Dark Deity does away with permadeath as the standard mode and instead opts for a system that allows more aggressively tailored difficulty across the board, easy for you to say. Units defeated in combat will be wounded according to how they were injured and lose stats. This affords players with more freedom when choosing between resetting or continuing while keeping the choice intact. So many dead children.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you become Anakin Skywalker, John?
Oh,
I like how you're just like throwing them all under the bus.
Yeah, I am being a little bit fast and loose, it must be said.
Yeah, like survive for 7 turns. We're being heavily outnumbered. John would normally have gone like right up to them barn doors, and now all these ranged units are coming in.
I hadn't noticed. Okay, now we fall back.
Let's do it.
Run away! Can you attack the guy over the hedge? I know he's got a bow and stuff.
Yes, we can. I'm not going to. Actually, this is kind of a sucky situation, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
What you probably wanted to do was have Irvin and Elias at the front, and then you wanted to maybe have like two, and then offset 2, and then have like people doing stuff. You know, just stuff.
Just stuff,
My
yeah.
hard work is paying off.
Maybe getting like your double ranged attackers to pick on the swords guys, and then your swords guys to attack the bow units and stuff.
At your disposal.
Alright, well, let's see how we can...
Well, I'm sure we're going to survive this, and nothing bad's going to happen.
Oh, no.
I'm assuming at some point we maybe get a guy running in.
I hope
And
so,
being
because
like-
otherwise we're definitely going to lose.
Someone else from the tavern appears, because if you remember before, there was a 3rd character sprite that wasn't generic.
You're right. I had forgotten. How do you
Or
think-
townsperson A comes in. Like he'll do. Yeah, like with the javelin, you can use it for attacking the rain, like the swords guys as well.
Yeah,
So
but-
you can attack them from 2 squares.
That guy
I wonder if
must
there's-
have like heavy armor or something.
Yeah, or it's because he's on a horse.
I'm on a horse.
In my flippy floppies, that's not going to kill him. I mean, look at the character profile thing. He's like a big old armored dude.
That is true.
He's a bandit who also fights for king and country. I'd have do him one back so he can shoot the sword guy, or you're going to see if you can Has he got like an armor piercing bow for shooting? I imagine.
But
is it?
He's going to take return damage from that. So.
What's the other bow you've got? Because you've got one with like the target, and I imagine that might be like a piercing. That does 7.
The best
9.
is the warbow.
Oh, warbow. Okay.
But it's still going to require like another person to go in there and hit him.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. We might get lucky and he double attacks. I don't know. There's nothing. It's not like. There's not like an obvious.
Let's see what happens. I'm playing fast and loose, like, aka badly. I received some oysters. Interesting.
Are you sure?
I mean, are we just seeing how this fight goes?
How is that any different from normal?
Well, sometimes we do a fight after the fight. Not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
You gonna mace him? Give him the mace.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
She hits him. Oh, he hits her twice.
Yeah. It's probably best if I just like heal this Elias guy.
Yeah. Is it his last day? Isn't that not the name of the guy who works at Movie Burger and Clerks 2?
I have no idea.
Well, this sucks, because if Eldon didn't kill him, that works.
That definitely works.
I'm just going to stand at you while you slash at me.
Just stand here and watch you somersault.
That's very impressive. Can you please stop doing that? Elias just stood there. So I'm assuming Elias is like the general class. Don't shoot again.
Is there like a lancer?
Yeah, you've got like lancers, and then you get Amelia in Fire Emblem. Not very effective achievement.
Yeah. Nice.
That guy looks pretty intimidating.
Yeah. So this is going well.
All according to plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many turns have we got left?
Good question.
Could we have actually gone around the back of the tavern?
For 2 more turns. No, because it ends there. So,
but we could have moved. We could have gone up the stairs. By the looks of it, we could have fought them on the balcony, John.
That's true.
The hidden part of the Churchill speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there I am, looking smug.
Yeah. Do I get health back because I leveled up?
Probably not.
No.
No. Just your health bar got bigger.
It's not very surprising, to be honest.
Abracadabra!
Oh.
I said abracadabra!
This is where you fall down now.
I've got a lot to learn.
Yes, like hitting people.
Oh dear. This could be going better.
There you go. Advantage system. Inspired by many systems such as Fire Emblem's Weapon Triangle and Pokemon's types, advantage lies at the heart of Dark Deity's combat. Each class has a damage type and an armor type, e.g. slashing and heavy armor. Combat damage is modified not only by the statistical interaction, but the effectiveness of a unit's damage compared to with who they're attacking. It's impossible to increase a unit's advantage by increasing their mastery, opening a unique route for unit development. I'm real good with stabbing people. Just getting in there.
Just letting you all know that I'm good at stabbing.
That was an interesting vial smash.
Hmm.
I like how the animations will eventually give us an idea of like the damage and how enemy units. If I imagine there might be like a difficulty mode where they respawn, or like a zombies mode. If you're listening to this, maybe a zombies mode just for people who hate themselves and really like hard video games, like our friend Alex.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, he made a mod of Shining Force 2. You can check that out on this channel as well, if you're so inclined.
Yep. And this is where a small child dies.
I was expecting that the horseback bandit to do a lot more damage than he's actually doing. He seems very ineffective.
With his super massive arms.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to heal someone, because otherwise you're not making it through a turn cycle.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
We've got you.
For as long as we can get there.
There we go.
I mean, is killing them really a benefit?
Yeah. That's how winning is done. That's how the rookie speech goes,
survive.
right?
So, like, maybe like the holding in place ability of Elias would have been good if we front lined him and just blocked up the front.
Nah.
What's a strategy?
That's what I'm good at.
That's why we play all these strategy games, to show people our effectiveness.
Exactly.
Pew pew! I just like the look of the animation when you shoot the bow archer and he just ducks down like, ooh. Not even like, ah! Just, ooh! It's not like the Vandal hearts when you stab them and like just geysers of blood squirt out of the unit.
Oh, a crit. A crit.
Get stabbed! Did you like the little face?
Yeah,
face
that was
pop
good.
Up?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than Tearing Saga. It's like, are they critting? I don't know.
Well, it's just like a small flash on the screen, and that's all you get.
Like, you don't even get, like, an animation flourish for it. It's just like...
You do, but it's a small one. Whereas this makes it perfectly clear that something special is going on.
He's dead.
Is my fate.
Oh dear.
Festering wound.
Oh dear. HP reduced by 3. I wonder if that's permanent.
Yes. To answer your question, yes.
Is that... Oh, okay.
That's why, like, what would happen now if you were playing Fire Emblem? You would go, nah! And you'd go back to the save and do it again.
How dare you insinuate that I would save scum?
Everyone saves scum. If you need evidence of that, please watch John's War of the God playthrough.
That was his crit. Okay.
Yep, he's just a child, John. What are you expecting from him? He's not quite strong with the force.
Manly abilities. That sound effect gets me every time. It's far too intense for what happens.
What, the running or the impact? I find the runnings like just a little bit too much. Like, she makes 6 steps for the 4 steps of animation. To be fair, the animation's nice and smooth in this.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Double.
I like how his Irvin's line is, "It's time to turn the tide," which is very similar to Robin's in Fire Emblem's Awakening of "Time to tip the scales," which created, you know, the meme where it's like someone looking at the clock and it's like, "Oh, is it that time?" And it's just someone did on one of the Fire Emblem groups just like loads of scales, with one of them tipped. Oh, is that the time? Goodbye, small child.
Why are you so insistent that the small child dies, by the way?
I'm not, but you seem to be.
He'll be fine. Look, he's going to crit again.
There you go. And do a flip. Oh, he didn't do a flippy flip. Wow.
Yeah.
How tough is Marin?
Yeah, she really is, isn't she?
Is she? Is this Shining Tactics Sarah all over again?
It could well be, actually.
There you go. We did it.
We did it.
We only lost nearly everyone.
Shut up. We lost 2 people.
2 or 3. Yeah, there we go. 1. Look at all that damage that the CIA did.
6.
Travelled 4 squares.
Yep. She's a regular nomad, isn't she?
Yeah. I loved the... Really? Oh, okay. This is my life now, is it?
Yeah. These are the choices you've made.
There! By the tavern! I'm glad to see you all in one piece. Oh, really? How did you fare? Some of us are a bit hurt.
Yeah.
Splendidly. You may be surprised to learn this isn't the first time I've stepped out of the tavern and into a skirmish. Hardly.
That was Harry.
Oh, thank God it's a John character. Yes, no fine academy or drunken brawl can fully prepare one for the perils of battle.
Still, I was glad to have our new recruits with us. They both held their own. They both died. But never mind.
Based on the charred bandits, I'm assuming one of them's an adept, or else an incredibly skilled mage.
Like to ship me back to Nileas? Nileas? For a purification, would you?
Not even.
Ha! That would spell the end for both of us, I'm afraid. Some say it takes one to know one.
Ah, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to find a fellow adept in the army.
That's where our talents inspire the least superstition, I've found. So long as you're standing under the right banner. Who were those guys? Anyway.
Were those the Amorans we're supposed to fight?
No.
No.
Ha! Believe me, that would not have ended so quickly, or so neatly, were we up against the forces of Amor. No, bandits more likely. We had trouble with these bandits for a few months, but the last week or so things have been quiet. Maybe they were gearing up for something big like this. These bandits you speak of, do you know where their base of operations is? Not exactly, but I know they used to ambush folks by the northeast crossroads. Had to patch a couple of travelers up when they came bleeding like a summer pig.
Oh, jeez. Interesting.
That is an expression, Seer. That's just a day's trip north from here, correct? Just about. You don't look like you move too fast, though, so don't hoist me to the gallows if I'm off by an hour. Lincoln, the sun's already low in the sky, and Varric's not one to overlook a delay. We just recruited the town's best fighters. I wouldn't leave them defenseless at the mercy of some ruffians. What about the other recruits?
I'll give the word.
I'll send them ahead. If they at least make good time to Sojourn, Varric might be more understanding. Let's be off. Best we reach their camp before they catch wind of what transpired here.
I can tell you one thing. The townsfolk will be glad to be rid of these thugs.
Save the slot.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end it there, Gareth. How do you feel about Dark Deity then?
Some interesting choices. I'm liking the notion of customization when we get there. I'm liking the various vial smashes that indicate the horrific wounds that some of our cast have already incurred. I'm wondering if one of the customization modes is like for, crutches, bandages,
Battle
wheelchairs, yeah, some kind of torso in a cart.
I like the fact that they've sort of like kept the spirit of Fire Emblem in what they're going for, but got rid of some of the things that, quite frankly, just annoyed me. Like, the one thing that sticks out to me is the fact that none of the weapons seem to have like usage, like a number of uses before they become defunct,
broken.
Yeah,
that
always
don't
bothered me.
mind that. It doesn't bother me because it's like strategy planning, isn't it? It's falling into the, well, this is your best weapon, but you're probably best getting a weapon not quite so good so you can use it more, and then you specialize on using like the Brave Bow or the Killing Edge or the Mani Katti for like bosses.
Yeah, let's talk about the Mani Katti for a second. This weapon that's been handed down for generations, but it can only be used like 40 times before it breaks.
Yeah, and by one person.
No,
yeah. Like the Excalibur katana blade.
Yeah, if Excalibur was in this, do you think he would have like a usage limit before it broke?
Probably. Excalibur exists in Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
I think it's a spell.
It doesn't make any sense to me to have like a number of uses associated with like these special weapons that are supposedly like hundreds of years old that can be broken just because they've been used too many times.
Like the Goron dagger in Link Legend, which one is it? Ocarina of Time, where you keep getting scammed by the guy who's like, I can fix the Goron sword for you, and it breaks after like 6 swings.
Nice.
And you don't even have to hit anything.
Anyway, guys, that was Dark Deity. I hope you've enjoyed everything that you've seen. Please let us know how you feel about this video. We might continue what we've been doing here, just depending on how people seem to take to it. Otherwise, we have series going on with other strategy RPG games, Shining Force, some mods in Shining Force. We've started playing Tearing Saga as well, so we've got lots of strategy RPG stuff going on at the moment on this channel, so please, if you like any of this stuff, please subscribe and follow us. Otherwise, that's going to be it for us tonight. Gareth, thanks for joining me as usual.
You're welcome. You can also join me and John streaming on Mondays at 8 PM over at my Twitch channel, GNeverSleep05,
I'll put that
where we're doing Shining Force 1.
Yeah, so that's going to do it. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.